Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2004 modded career mode. Tonight, we're taking on the mythical Michigan International Speedway under the lights in career mode. You ain't gonna want to miss a second of the action. There's gonna be a 5-car battle for the win all the way down to the very last lap. And while we're at it, a lot of amazing moves were made, plus a few cautions are mixed into the entire event. You're not gonna want to miss a second of it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And I'm trying to hit my goal of 3,000 subs by the end of 2025. That's my New Year's resolution. Hopefully you guys will help me meet that goal. At any rate, you guys ain't gonna want to miss that. Let's go racing. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2004's modded career mode. We're going to the Motor City 400 down in Michigan. Apparently it's going to be a night race. But you guys ain't too worried about that. Right now, take a look at the top 5 in the standings. Right now, I currently lead the standings over Mark Martin, Jeff Gordon, Rusty Wallace, and Jeff Burton. This is actually a really not so close points battle right now, but don't forget, we do have a chase reset happening after Richmond for the 10 races to chase the cup. So once that comes into effect and everybody's reset back onto level playing field, you guys will probably see how much different this will be. But right now, things are looking pretty close in the little bubble down here and around 8th all the way on back. Looks like Jimmy Johnson is currently on the bubble. Hasn't really locked himself in, neither has Matt Kenseth, Tony Stewart, or even John Andretti. A bad race for John Andretti could have him get passed by Bob Labonte or even Sterling Marlin. And Joe Nemechek has kind of crept his way up into 13th in the standings, but mathematically, he can still make his way back into this thing. So can Ryan Newman, Kevin Harvick, Michael Waltrip, Jeremy Mayfield, and maybe even Dale Jarrett, who has literally slid outside the top 10, almost like he's been off the radar. Another thing that you guys need to understand is the manufacturer's championship, because that one is the really important one. Right now, Pontiac leads over Ford by 1 singular point. Chevy and Dodge, well, they're a little bit further back, but 10 and 13 points could easily be just a few positions on the track. With all that in mind, we're going to take on the Motor City 400. Oh, and by the way, it was really good to bring in those interns for a day, because they definitely got everything repaired, or they started getting things repaired and actually ordered all the parts and pieces. So our boys who were on a nice little vacation could come back and actually pick up the slack. So in one or more races time, we should have everything that we need for the next race after Michigan, which is a little bit further down, going to Daytona International Speedway's road course. Another very tricky racetrack, and a track that I have never raced at before. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it doesn't go just like Talladega. If you guys remember correctly, I nearly wound up on my roof. Kind of scary to think about. But we've only got 4 more races? This is race 23, so we got a few more races left until the chase. And it's rapidly approaching. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. So before we head off to Michigan, I'm going to go ahead and grab all of our previous equipment. When I say previous, I mean previously used, because I don't want to burn up anything that's really good that we could possibly use later on. So that's the only reason why we're using the previously used equipment. With 75 car rating and Michigan up next, well, we'll have to see how things go. I heard it's Steven's home track, so hopefully Steven shows really well. I'm about to call him Stevenson. Hopefully Steven shows well in the race. So let's go racing, boys. Alrighty, guys, we're doing qualifying at Michigan under the lights. Did you guys know Michigan had lights? I learned something new today. I'm totally joking. I know Michigan doesn't actually have lights on the track right now. This is one of those fabulous fantasy tracks that was built. I mean, look at how many light poles there are all over this place. This is an economical waste of electricity. But, I mean, this is a pretty cool track nonetheless. All right, first lap is about to be done. Coming to the flag, 11th. I feel like we ran much faster than that. So I definitely feel like we ran much faster than a 38.2, but okay, we'll take it. Lucky for me, the car has not hit its stride yet. I feel like right now we're on track to be a little bit better than the last lap, though.
Good speed. We'll start near the front.
4th? Man, get that out of here.
Michigan International Speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan, the site for another exciting NASCAR Winston Cup race, coming up right here on MRN. What can we expect in this race, Barney?
Well, look for speeds approaching 200 miles an hour and cars running 3 and 4 wide. That's a recipe for some exciting stuff.
The NBC car will start the race looking for his 3rd consecutive win.
Doesn't get much better than that. This team is pumped up, and I look for them to have another excellent race.
Have I won 3 races in a row? I don't feel like I won 3 races. Have I?
One down low. Number 20 is still there.
Anyways,
Lost third.
all right, let's get up through the gears here.
Okay, we're
Let
clear.
me get down the track. Hopefully that will block off any potential run. I feel like we just didn't have a good start. Feels like we may have spun a tire or something, but we're 4th. Okay, 175 miles an hour in the corner. I'm definitely behind Jeff Gordon here.
All clear, buddy.
We got a Ford, 2 Chevys, 3 Chevys, and a Ford.
He slips up. Think you're
Oh no, it's a Ford and all Chevys behind it, with Sterling Marlin back there. So I have a serious question. How long can the AI keep up these speeds? Because they are scarily fast. Right?
clear.
Like I'm going as hard as I'm comfortable right now because it's way too early to burn up my stuff. But I definitely feel like the AI is definitely moving a little bit faster than every.
Number 20. It's up high.
Don't appreciate how Tony Stewart was trying to block me,
Another nice spot.
clean up the track, bro.
He's gaining
Like, you don't need to block me, homie. So I got Jeff Gordon and Mark Martin in my sights. Slingshot engaged.
You're closing on the leader. You got the leader. Stay on his back bumper. Still beside you. Hold your line. He's still there. Number 24 is still there.
With Mark Martin moving down the track to apparently put some air on my nose, he's allowing me to get past Jeff Gordon.
I'm just saying.
Don't know if that means that he wants us to fight one-on-one or what. But all I know is I want to get past this guy.
I'm the leader. Let's get up there. Car high. You've got the lead. You're clear.
We're definitely running like track record level laps here. 37-34. Like, that's track record level. All right, I guess I can relax now. No need to worry about these guys behind me. Means I can also monitor my RPMs because I know I've been very close on the rev line. And I led 1 lap, so I got 5 bonus points, baby. Listen, every lap counts at this point. You never know when it's going to come in handy. Got some pressure from Jeff Gordon on the outside. I'm below the white line. I'm below the white line. That is not where I need to be. I've lost all my momentum.
Stay focused.
I am dropping back.
The 6 car is coming high. 38.
Okay, Jeff Gordon has led a lap now. So I'm now going to play the strategy game of I'm just going to draft. I'm going to let these other guys lead laps. Hopefully that means they're going to run out of fuel faster. And if that's the case, then that will work in my favor. So right now, goal is very simple. Just chill.
Car outside.
Why, Mark Martin, why are you all the way up the track? Where are you going? Are you trying to leave the racetrack?
All around.
I don't need to work with the leader to see if we can break away from the pack. We have broken away from the pack. Only got Tony Stewart back there, and I don't think he's actually gaining on us at this point. So I guess Mark Martin just wants to ride all the way up near the wall, huh? Mark, what sense does this make? I think we're losing time to Jeff Gordon because he wants to run so high on the track.
The 6 car is
Trying to drag race Mark Martin now.
38-0.
Yeah, we're losing time to Jeff Gordon. Gordon is literally like driving away from us right now.
Stay with it. You're clear.
All because Mark Martin wants to play games and ride like near the wall. We got some cars on pit road already. Again, it's only lap 10 now. Once they cross the line, they'll be on lap 10 too. But I mean, this is way earlier than I expected for a pit stop.
Going inside. Your right rear's getting warm. Keep an eye out. All clear, buddy.
I got to be careful with the apron. I think the apron is what's really slowing me down because I was behind Mark Martin. I dropped down to the apron just a little bit below the white line. And it's almost like it just pulled like an auto brake on me, it feels like. Because I've lost Mark Martin in 1 corner. Okay, definitely getting a lot more problems out of the car. Car is definitely getting looser. Apron is a no-fly zone. And yellow's out.
Flags out here in this NASCAR Winston Cup Series race. Yellow flag is out after a problem in turn number 1. The field now races back to the start-finish line. We're under caution.
I think we can make it to the end on fuel here.
38-61.
At this rate, we can make it to the end, I think. What happened? Ooh, Robbie Gordon. And the wall comes down, gets hit by the 1 or 0 car, and then just gets absolutely demolished, I think, by the 98. Well, guys, we had a natural caution. That happened. I'm gonna bring it down pit road. I guess they're gonna come down. If they don't, then I'm gonna be the only person on pit road. Nope, they brought it down. Cool. Okay, now it comes down to the pit crews. I'm telling them repair damage. There ain't none, but take a look at the car. 4 tires, fuel, repair damage, 30 psi. Let's do it. I think we are going to beat somebody off of pit road at least. I think we're gonna have some debris cautions. Is the 31 still on track? Come on, go, 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 go. I didn't beat Tony Stewart.
We got some cars who didn't pit up front. Watch for traffic.
Tony Stewart. Beat Jeff Gordon and Mark Martin, though. Wow, this is such a bad restart. Tony Stewart's leading after running 4th the whole entire race. Okay. Whoa. What was that car?
We just lost a spot. We're 3rd.
Didn't get the right start that I wanted. Got Jeff Gordon up underneath me.
Number 29 is outside. Hold it steady. 3 wide. Okay.
Is Ricky Craven like super duper mad?
Stay back there.
The 32 car. It's up high.
I was just making sure he wasn't super duper mad.
We're getting there.
Clear all around. The 4 car. Up high.
Trying to stay with Tony Stewart. He's picking his way through lap traffic.
3 wide.
I'm literally going 3 wide with the 30 and the 4 car side by side. Why are we 3 wide?
All over your back bumper. All clear, buddy.
And I got Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon is matching us car for car. Can't get past him. And then yellow flies right then. Bro, I literally just crossed. I got to the line. Yellow's out.
37, 71.
That speed will get us to the front. Keep it up.
I was about to make a move on Tony and everything. Well, we got a lot more cars back on the lead lap, but now we got the lap traffic to worry about on our inside. And Jimmy Johnson's lost 2 spots.
Pace car is off. The field bunches up, and we are back underway. Green flag is in the air.
That top 10 leaderboard looked very shaken up. I did not see John Andretti in the top 10 either.
Down low.
So today is really important.
Slips up. Make your move.
The 30 car is looking left. Number 30 is inside. The 30 car is still
Another yellow. Come on. If I can get Tony Stewart, I hope that I can get to Tony. I can't get Tony. He's blocking. He blocked.
40, 81.
He blocked.
Dig, buddy. Dig, dig, dig.
Put up a good defense. The 0 car lost some damage or debris. Yep. All the guys, all the culprits that were involved in that wreck with the 31 car now are losing their debris. It's kind of weird though that you lose a whole entire hood and NASCAR doesn't black flag you. Really wish that was a thing in this game. But okay. Yeah. So Bob Labonte, Jimmy Johnson, Tony Stewart, Matt Kenseth, Jeff Burton, and Kurt Busch are currently in the top 5. Okay, the good news is if another caution comes out, these guys are going to be trapped at the very end of the lap, or the lead lap.
Car left.
If another caution comes
Clear
out.
on both sides.
Problem is I can't get past the 4 car. Jimmy Spencer, brother, you don't need to do this.
Number 4, up high.
You don't need to do this. You don't need to be this guy, man.
Okay, we're clear.
All right, now I can chase up to Tony. I feel like perfectly fine by myself. I can't make a move on Tony Stewart. He's blocking me everywhere. If I go low, he goes low. If I go high, he goes high. Like, holy crap, Tony. Turn down your aggression a bit here, man. Side by side at the line, but I don't have enough power to beat this Joe Gibbs engine.
Right there with the leader. Stay with him.
Clear.
And the problem with going side by side is I unintentionally invited Kurt Busch to the party. I think I got to move now. I got to run.
20, it's up high.
Go easy on those.
Oh, I'm sliding.
The 20 car is still there. Hold your line. He's still there.
Got to stay out of Tony's store. I'm trying my best to race as clean as possible, guys.
The 97 car is looking
'Cause I literally could have just run him in all the way up the wall.
These guys now.
clear. Got one eye.
Oh my goodness,
Okay.
Kurt Busch. That man just made a 2-for-1. I'm gonna follow Kurt Busch. I gotta. Oh, Kurt. Overdrove. I overdrove it. I overdrove the corner.
Going inside.
Okay. I had to get out the accelerator just off the throttle a bit. I had a little bit more off throttle time than I wanted, but it's okay. Didn't lose any real good momentum.
Stay with it. Work with the leader. Let's see if we can break away from the pack.
It's literally a 5-car battle.
We got shuffled back to 30.
Oh, I almost took myself out of the running.
Keep an eye on
I've almost taken myself out of the running. Mark Martin's inside. Mark Martin is inside.
Number 6.
Bro, what are these moves? Yo. I don't want to help him. I don't want to help Mark Martin.
7 car is still there.
I don't want to help Mark Martin.
catching up to the leader. Keep on it.
Got third. 2 to go.
I backed out of it. I'm prohibiting, Jeff Gordon from getting up into this major fight because I think a Gordon win would just put him on a momentous path upwards.
Save your tires.
It's already hard enough every race.
The 20 car is
Okay, unintentionally have 2 Fords at the front. This isn't good. I have no idea what I want to do, but I don't want to work with Mark Martin right now. I'm tight.
Remind me not to ride anywhere with you.
drop back to 4.
I just took myself out of this race, guys. Dang. The car just got tight. It just tightened up. I can probably make a run back at it, though. Yeah, I think we can make another run. I know we got into the wall a bit there, but I think this is it. I've got to go for it.
Careful, fuel's getting low. Go easy on those Eagles.
Oh, yeah. Did I break the deck lid? I broke the deck lid. Oh, that's really helping now. Move on, Tony.
Okay, buddy, we're faster than the leader. Let's get up there. 1 second, just 1 second back.
I got Jeff Gordon in my sights.
The 24 car, up high.
Made the move on Jeff. That was a harsh move to make. Good slide, though. I've got the help from Kurt Busch. But I'm not going to get there, am I? Nope.
Third place.
Third, it went down to the wire. I took myself out of the race, though, by hitting the wall. Mark Martin wins, and Well, it couldn't have happened to a better guy.
The race came down to the wire with a very close finish.
Yeah, these NASCAR Winston Cup races can be hundreds of laps, yet when all is said and done, sometimes there's just a few tenths or even less separating the leaders. That was incredible.
The NBC car really did a fantastic job keeping his car away from trouble all race long.
You know, these NASCAR Winston Cup race teams absolutely love drivers who take care of their cars. Makes their jobs a whole lot easier when they aren't having to spend extra hours in the body shop each week.
The 53 car has begun a new rivalry on the racetrack.
It certainly looks that way. I'm not sure who started everything, but it should be fun to watch over the next couple of races to see what develops.
Well, it was a great night of racing, and until the next time, this is MRN Radio and EA Sports. Good night.
You want to know the sad thing about that finish? You know, my associate sponsor says I need to beat Mark Martin, and I literally didn't beat him. So I missed out on a little bit of money there, but it's okay. We had 7 different leaders for the variety of laps. I think Tony Stewart probably did lead the most. We had 3 cautions for 9 laps, and I led 1 lap to help mitigate and soften the blow against some of these other guys because that was intense racing all the way down to the very end. But Mark Martin wins with Kurt Busch finishing 2nd. I am 3rd. Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart finished 5th. Matt Kenseth, Michael Waltrip, Kevin Harvick, John Andretti snuck his way into the 9th. And if you guys remember correctly on some of those cautions that we had, it was a little touch and go there for John Andretti. So I can't wait to see what the point standings look like because he did fall out the standings in the middle of the race during those cautions. I know you guys saw that. And then Joe winds up going from 42nd all the way up to 10th to finish in the top 10. Dale Jarrett, 11th. Jeremy Mayfield, Dave Blaney, 13th. Scott Wimmer, Jeff Burton finishing 15th. Down a little bit further down is Joe Nemechek, Jamie McMurray, Casey Kane, Ricky Rudd, and Ryan Newman rounding out the top 20. A little bit further down, Casey Mears, Jeff Green, Sterling Marlin, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Greg Biffle, Steven seem to have had a little struggle here today. Elliott Sadler, Ward Burton, Jimmy Johnson, and Brendan Gaughan rounding out the top 30. A little bit further down, some notables that were lapped down. Of course, you guys know it was Ricky Craven. Bob Labonte wound up DNFing from the race, finishing 4 laps down, as well as Rusty Wallace and Todd Bodine both DNFing as well in separate different events. Todd Bodine was part of that major wreck that occurred. He didn't return. Rusty Wallace seems to have had an engine failure, and Bob Labonte's engine may have let go on him as well, which didn't help because Bob Labonte started 5th in the race. And I think he's also a little bit close on the points line as well. So a lot of movement and shaking for this one. Let's go ahead and head back to Atlanta, take a look back at the point standings because honestly, I think it's been shaken up, and I think we might need to talk about it a little bit. Alrighty, so I'm not going to worry about the top 5. It didn't really move around too much. Kurt Busch finished is currently 6th in holding station. Matt Kenseth, Jimmy Johnson, Tony Stewart is now 9th in the standings. John Andretti is also a little bit closer, and it seems to have gotten just a little bit of a cushion to Sterling Marlin, Bob Labonte, Joe Nemechek, Kevin Harvick, and them all the way towards the back here. So that is actually really good for him because I think that might unintentionally have locked him in. I do know that there's also if you won and you're in the top 20 in the standings, you get a wild card position. But I don't think anybody currently right now is looking at potentially being a wild card except for maybe Casey Kane. He needs to stay in the top 20 in order to be a wild card contender. So we could probably see that. And of course, if Tony Stewart falls out, he'll still get in just on the fact that he's won a race or two this season. So I'm seeing quite a few guys that could potentially make it in. Casey Kane being one of them. And if Casey Kane gets in as a wild card, I mean, honestly, sitting back here in 19th in the standings and, you know, that would be a big move for him. He'd be like 11th or something in the standings, I believe, based on just seeding purposes. So if any of these other guys were to get a win, they would also get in as wild cards. So we could see some random names in here. At any rate, the Daytona infield is next, and that will leave us with a few more races left to go before we head on to the chase. I have never done Daytona infield before, and I'm kind of scared to see what it's going to be like. So if you want to come and see that very scary race yourself, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It'll help me out a ton. I'll see you guys in the next race in the next video. Be easy, everybody.